After being reincarnated into another world, he originally planned to live on his own, but never in a million years did he expect all the girls from his class to end up clinging to him. It all started when he used enslaving magic by accident, taking control of 3 hotties in his class. Since it was the first time he'd ever used this ability, he had no clue how to undo it. But just when he was stuck and had no idea what to do, the class monitor suddenly showed up, bringing along every other girl in the class. Seeing he couldn't hide the truth anymore, he had no choice but to come clean about what happened. Once the girls realized the hot trio had been enslaved by him, they all stared at him like he was total trash. He tried to explain, but nothing got through, so he just gave up, turned around, and prepared to leave. But the girls weren't about to let him walk away that easily. Then, out of nowhere, the class monitor tried to free the hot girls from the spell, and surprisingly, it worked. She went to the 3 girls to confirm the truth, and in the end, cleared him of any wrongdoings. When they found out he'd even built a house in this other world, the girls got so hyped they were practically bouncing off the walls. They huddled up right away for an impromptu second chat. Egged on by the others, the class monitor shyly asked if she and the girls could spend the night at his place. Let's be real, this was every guy's dream. Of course he said yes. He wasted no time leading everyone to his place. The girls were buzzing with excitement, and he started enthusiastically showing them around, but they just bolted to the other side of the house. Having lived in the forest for so long, they couldn't resist the allure of a bathroom, not even caring that he was still there. They stripped right then and there and dashed inside. He didn't want to take advantage of the situation. Even though his mind was racing with thoughts of the girls in skimpy outfits, he grabbed his stuff and went outside to set up a tent alone. Early the next morning, one of the girls woke him up. He was still half asleep and asked her to come back in 30 minutes to wake him again, but she just climbed right up in front of him. Flustered, he quickly changed the subject. So, what's for breakfast? When he heard it was grilled fish, he lit up. Turns out he hadn't had a single bite of meat since arriving in this world. The class monitor was stunned. You live right by the river, she thought. You shouldn't be this emotional over fish. Next up, the girls planned to head to the nearby town. They begged him to give them some combat training, so he tracked down 3 kobolds for them to practice against, figuring he'd test their real fighting skills first. At first, the girls were full of confidence, but before he could even finish cheering them on, they were all beaten to the ground by the kobolds, so they had to scale back their goals. First, they'd fight goblins to build up their experience. Once the class monitor thought they were ready, she decided it was time to head to town and insisted he come along too. He had 0 objections, obviously. After all, what guy would pass up a chance to build a harem? But he had no idea that danger was quietly closing in. Meanwhile, their classmates who'd gotten separated from the group in the forest were being hunted down relentlessly by a villain who could steal other people's abilities.